the 37-year-old woman who was fatally shot Wednesday in her car by an ICE immigration agent. Tonight at 6, Out of Bounds is moving to prime time. Join me and my co-host Neil Scarborough for 60 minutes of sports chatter with some black folks flavor. You can be a part of the conversation at 1-800-920-1580. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, it's Tavis Smiley. For 40 years, I have had the privilege, and I don't use that word lightly, the privilege of sitting down with presidents, world leaders, authors, artists, activists, the folk who shape our world. Thousands of conversations, tens of thousands of questions. And somewhere along the way, I realized that the art of conversation is dying. So here's what I'm going to do about it. I am now going to teach what these almost 40 years have taught me, how to have conversations that matter. 6 courses, from the anatomy of a great conversation to generous listening as a superpower to handling difficult exchanges without losing your dignity or your mind. Go to TavisTalks.com right now. That's TavisTalks.com. Download the free guide, see what's coming, sign up to be the first to know when we launch the series. Conversation is a skill, and like any skill, it can be taught. I'll see you in class.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to partner with the Empowerment Congress once again for their 34th annual summit. The summit's theme is From Vision to Action, a forum to unlock participatory democracy, and will feature a nonpartisan gubernatorial candidate forum focused on issues of importance to the African American community. The summit is the signature public policy-oriented observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy during the national 3-day holiday weekend that celebrates his life. This year's summit will be held on Saturday, January 17th, 2026 at the California Science Center in Exposition Park from 9 to 11 a.m. Admission is free, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. All major announced candidates for California governor for the Democratic and Republican Party nominations have been invited to participate in the candidate forum, which will be moderated by Tavis Smiley. An all-star panel of journalists will pose questions to the candidates, and the forum will be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580. This is going to be a big year for local, state, and national politics. The political pulse of 2026 beats on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, waking up, thanking God. Every day is feeling just like Sunday. Wifey fly by my side. Green light, everything is going my way. Riding clean, living dreams. Just left the barber and I'm feeling like Midas. Heard him say, give him praise. What's in the water got you acting like this? Ain't a day go by that I don't try to thank the Lord up above. And if you wonder why I'm loving life, come close and I tell you what's up. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed. Yes, living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh.
KBLA Talk 1580. I just will listen to that whole song. I'll be singing, feeling blessed on a Friday, and feeling extra blessed today because my friend is in the studio with me. Yes, she's a KBLA correspondent. Yes, she's the founder of Saji Yoga. She is a meditation instructor, a yoga teacher, a numerologist, an astrologer. She's also a sound healer and sound bath specialist. But she's also my friend, and I'm just glad she's here live and in person in the studio. Sam is our new board op, and we're happy to have him on the ones and twos. So it's great to see you, and it's a treat because I thought we'll have some extra Saharah for the first week of the year, because getting ourselves together and kind of having a sense of the year ahead, being grounded in something positive, remembering to focus on what we want. Those are all important things to start the new year,
yes,
right?
2026 is a very important year. It's the ending of a 9-year cycle, so the last 9 years of your life, and reframing everything. However, you do the numerology 2 plus 0 is 2 plus 2 plus 6 is a 10. So we in numerology we break it down to the lowest number, which is a 1, but it's a 10. 1 is about the wholeness of self, and you have the 0, which is completion, and the 0 is about the wholeness that we are trying to attain in the acknowledgement of our oneness of self. We just finished a 9-year, and a 9-year is about understanding your purpose, understanding your power, and doing the work necessary to help you align with understanding the strength you have to be co-creator of your life. So in this 1 year, it's about the manifestation. In this 1 year, or 10, we will say, your mind and your heart has to be on the same page. You can't just think about something. You have to put your heart in it and put action behind it, because there will be manifestation. I was contemplating like all I wanted to put on the table today, and so I was just looking at Neptune. Neptune is going into Aries in March, and so Neptune has been in Pisces for the last 10 years. And so now we're entering into a new cycle of awareness, a cycle where everything spiritual has more power than it's ever had before. And spirituality is not just about prayer. It's not just about meditation. It's not just about church. It's not just about yoga. It's more than that. Spirituality is the innate wisdom that exists in all of us. It is that divine knowingness. It's when you go to the supermarket and pick a piece of fruit and you put it down, and finally you pick one and put in your basket. Why? That is a spiritual act of your guardian angel guiding you to pick the fruit that is yours. It's like when you step into a room, you will say, I don't feel comfortable in here, and you'll step out. So it's the innate wisdom that exists within all of us. Our innate wisdom, because we are in the age of intuition, because we're dealing with AI and all of the technology. So we have to be able to know the difference between what's real and what's fake. And that is our intuition. That is our spiritual knowingness navigating us. And in that navigation and in honoring this 1 year, it is so important for us to really think about who we are willing to be to honor our lives. Like the last guest that was here, and he was talking about us, getting dual citizenship and the things that are yet to come. And some of that is very, very real, because we are in a new paradigm shift and the possibilities are endless. The hardest part, though, is that we are going to have a stellium in Aries. Uranus is Neptune is going to go in Aries. Saturn's going to be in Aries. And Chiron is in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is the Achilles heel. It is the part of our emotional self that needs to transcend, or we integrate it so that we can have our happiness and our success on this planet. And Neptune, again, is about illusions. It is about spirituality, but it is also deception. It is also a shadow, or what we can't see. But it is also an opportunity to dive within the world behind your eyes to gather truth and wisdom. And then Saturn spends 2.5 years in each sign. And Saturn in Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is ruled by Mars, and Aries is aggression. It is anger, but it is, on one level, it represents a wholeness with God, but on the other level, it can mean war. It can mean sudden and unexpected changes that creates mass hysteria. So it's so important that we recognize where we're standing and reframe our values. We have enough material things. We don't need any more. We need to really look at who we're willing to be able to embrace not only the celestial changes that creates a vibration on this planet, but also the physical changes that we are up against in the next 30 years. Because, Uranus in Aquarius, that's like a 20-year transit. And then Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus is going to go into Aries, and then Pluto in Aquarius, that's like a 30-year transit. And so the next 30 years of our life, and it's birth, death, regeneration. So what are we willing to birth? How are we willing to regenerate? And who will we allow ourselves to be as we transform? We have already transformed, and it's gonna sound really archaic. I grew up with the phone plugged in the wall. Now I have a phone in my pocket. That's evolution. I never thought when I was 10, like, hey, we're going to carry a phone in our pocket. We have
a whole computer, a whole world in our pocket.
And we are global.
Okay, let me, because you're putting a lot of stuff out there, which is great, stuff for us to chew on, to process. When you talk about the stellium in Aries, a whole bunch of planets going into Aries, including Saturn, which is a 2.5-year cycle, I think. When is all of that happening?
Well, Saturn is moving into Aries, and I have my calendar in front of me. I brought it here on purpose. Let me give you the right information. Saturn is moving into Aries February 14th, Valentine's Day. That's gonna be a hell of Valentine's Day, and Chiron is already in Aries, and so they move there by sign, but they're going to be there by degree coming February 14th. And then down the line, and the thing about this is going to be square Jupiter in Cancer, and Jupiter in Cancer is about the masses. And so what we're seeing with this violence and this erratic behavior and the attack on people, it's the masses. And so what is the masses? What are we going to do as a collective? Because what this is asking us to really think about what a collective looks like, and how are we willing to be a part of the collective. But also being a part of the collective is humility. We always have a lot of chiefs, but never enough Indians. And so it's about a focused goal. It's about collaboration of consciousness.
Collaboration of consciousness. I like that. We're going to continue this conversation with Saharah Ali. Yeah, I did ask you to address the violence, and we'll get into that a little bit more, like what's happening with our country. But Saharah is also available if you want a little insight into your life. We report on KBLA, Talk 1580.
The station you turn to when you've had it up to gear with cultural incompetence. KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to partner with the Empowerment Congress once again for their 34th annual summit. The summit's theme is From Vision to Action, a forum to unlock participatory democracy, and will feature a nonpartisan gubernatorial candidate forum focused on issues of importance to the African American community. The summit is the signature public policy-oriented observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy during the national 3-day holiday weekend that celebrates his life. This year's summit will be held on Saturday, January 17th, 2026 at the California Science Center in Exposition Park from 9 to 11 a.m. Admission is free, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. All major announced candidates for California governor for the Democratic and Republican Party nominations have been invited to participate in the candidate forum, which will be moderated by Tavis Smiley. An all-star panel of journalists will pose questions to the candidates, and the forum will be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580. This is going to be a big year for local, state, and national politics. The political pulse of 2026 beats on KBLA Talk 1580.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your nature-made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Thanks for waking up with Dominique DePrima on KBLA Talk 1580.
Eddie, Saharah Ali is here. Whoops. Okay, we got a lot going on this Friday, but we are breathing through it, Saharah Ali. Yes, we are breathing through it. We're breathing through what's happening in our country. We're breathing through the little glitches in our daily lives. And a bunch of people have heeded my call, and would like to get some insights into their lives. So you want to do that first and then circle back to America?
God bless it, yes.
I know I asked you to look at America's birthday, its violence, and maybe its president. Okay, let's go to Mike from LA. Hi, Mike. Mike, are you with me?
Mr. Mike.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. Mike, you might have to call us back. We might be having technical difficulties, or you might have to call us back. Let's go to Eric calling us from Carson. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Dominique and Sahara.
Good morning, Eric. When's your birthday?
October 13th.
10/13. Okay, give me a second.
Eric from Carson. Always good to hear your voice. Is there any particular area of your life you're interested in looking at?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to. I want to know about my future employment endeavors.
Okay.
I'm running into an impasse here.
Okay. Can you say your first and last name, please?
Eric Green.
Okay. Eric, in numerology, you're on a 5 cycle, and a 5 cycle is about creativity. 5 is being in the center of everything and everything around you, supporting your foundation. It looks as though you're a really creative person, but you have this strong sense of diplomacy. You are at a fork in the road because your value system has changed and your perception of yourself in the workplace has changed. So what I suggest you do is look for doing things that you love more than doing things for survival, because you've been up and down in this whole survival thing. And so if you gravitate towards something that you love, you know, it looks like you're really good with kids, you're really good with people, you're really good as a leader. And so really think about thinking outside the box, or even creating something yourself that you can pitch to someone else in another business to help you stand, because you're a really strong, dynamic person. You're very intelligent. You've just had a derailment, and part of your derailment is that you've had some astrological transit square, but you're going to have support going forward in the next 5 years. So just focus on the value of who you are. Look at all the gifts you have to be the master of your own universe, or be your own walking corporation, and you know, even some consulting on another level, but step outside the box, because the structure of what you're searching for, you don't fit that anymore. Does that make sense?
It's amazing. It sounds like you know my life. That's excellent.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that that it makes sense to you, Eric. But it sounds very promising too. Actually.
Oh yes, exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say congratulations in advance, Eric.
And just pray, sweetie. You know, you have like a grandmother spirit and maybe an auntie spirit protecting you. Say your prayers, honey, and they'll help you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Eric is loved. Okay, we're going to go to Carl calling us from LA. I think Carl is the same Carl that got a reading on Monday. Carl, we going to keep it short.
Carl
Is
Tucker,
this a follow-up
this is
question,
Carl
Carl?
Tucker.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Carl Tucker, 21757. Housing situation and finances for January, February. Carl Tucker.
All righty, Carl. You want to know about your housing and you want to know about your finances. Those are sort of really basic LA issues that many want to look at.
Okay, Mr. Tucker, you're in a cycle of closure. And so part of stepping yourself forward to housing and all the things that you need to support you with your livelihood, one thing that is important for you to do is to let go of the past and to let go of the resentment, frustration, and the helplessness that you felt you've been under, and reframe where you're standing. And to, I really don't want to use this word, but I have to use this word. You know, we are only entitled to that which we allow ourselves to create. We are not entitled to someone saving us or holding the space for us. We have to, hold our own space. As my grandmother would say, every tub has its own bottom. And so you are stronger than you are allowing yourself to be. Your anger is what's interfering with the progress that you're seeking. And I would say, there's a couple of organizations you should revisit again, but revisit in a more compassionate way for them to help you at the capacity of which you need help. You will have housing. I'm seeing there's a 2-week dynamic going on with your housing. And but in the next 2 or 3 days, go to the agencies that you've visited before and be more humble about getting your needs met.
Thank you.
All right, Carl. Can't wait to hear what happens. Let's go to Melanie calling us from LA. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Dominique. Good morning.
Good morning to you. What's on your mind? Are you looking for insight in a particular area?
Yeah, let's do housing, September 15th.
Your birthday is September 15th? You don't want
Yes.
You don't want to tell us what year?
I don't need the year.
She doesn't need the
I
year.
don't need
You're
the
in luck.
year.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Melanie, can you say your first and last name for me, please?
Melanie Johnson.
Okay, Miss Johnson. Were you staying with relatives before?
No, not at all.
Okay. Were you staying with a friend? I'm seeing you were staying somewhere where someone...
I'm temporary displaced.
Okay. Is it due from the fires?
Yeah.
And you're in Altadena?
Yes.
Have you been to the Collaboratory?
No.
The Collaboratory, I was just there on Monday, and they are an organization that's helping displaced individuals. It's a wonderful place. It's in Altadena, and I can't give you the name, but reach out to the Collaboratory because that's their job to help a lot of displaced people find housing, clothing, and other resources. The Collaboratory. Because
Okay.
you do.
I'm a little bit beyond that, though. I just want to know the future of housing for me.
You're beyond that.
Okay,
I think she's beyond that in the process.
Okay.
Because if it's the Melanie, I think it is, your house burned all the way down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
me,
you're
Dominique.
she's a little further along in the process of getting her housing back together. So I guess you're looking for just insight about what the future could hold for you in Altadena, or
Right. Yeah. What does it look
Are
like?
you rebuilding?
I want to.
Right.
How does that look for me? Does rebuilding look good for me?
I have to be honest with what I'm getting from your frequency. You're very torn with rebuilding because of not only the resources, but also where you're standing in your life. And are you not from here? Are you from another city?
No, I'm from No. Born and raised in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, because, all right. Say your first and last name again, please.
Melanie Johnson.
I can't tell you what to do, but you have to follow your spirit. And what I'm hearing from your angels, for you to rebuild, it is a long task of which emotionally you are not ready to handle. So I would say if you could go find someplace else, go find someplace else.
Thank you.
Oof. Melanie, do you have a follow-up question or? Okay. Yeah, that's right. We got news, traffic, and sports.
I think that's true for her.
Yeah. Well, we can continue the conversation when we come forward after news, traffic, and sports on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominic DePrima when we come forward.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. House Speaker Mike Johnson is urging calm after a deadly ICE shooting in Minneapolis.
We call upon all the citizens of Minneapolis to be calm. We don't want anyone to be hurt. We need law enforcement to be able to do their jobs, and it's a terrible situation.
He called the video a sad outcome, saying the woman weaponized her car against agents. Johnson warns against jumping to conclusions before the investigation is over. Chicago's Black Mayor Brandon Johnson isn't revealing whether he will run for re-election in 2027. When asked about the possibility of seeking another term, the mayor said he's focused on driving down violence and building more affordable homes in the city. And Kelvin Evans pleaded not guilty to charges of stealing Beyonce's unreleased music in Atlanta. Prosecutors say he took a laptop and hard drives from an SUV last July during her 4-show run in the city. His next court date is February 11th. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The University of Miami, the last school selected for the 12-team college football playoffs, is heading to the national championship game. Miami hung on for a 31-27 win Thursday night over Mississippi in the semifinals. The Hurricanes will play the winner of tonight's Indiana-Oregon game on January 19th at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The Lakers and Clippers are back in action tonight. The Lakers are at home against Milwaukee. The Clippers are in Brooklyn. In Minneapolis Thursday night, the Timberwolves held a moment of silence before their game against Cleveland for Renee Good, the 37-year-old woman who was fatally shot Wednesday in her car by an ICE immigration agent. Tonight at 6, Out of Bounds is moving to prime time. Join me and my co-host Dil Scarborough for 60 minutes of sports chatter with some black folks flavor. You can be a part of the conversation at 1-800-920-1580. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beep when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Tired of the same old sports talk? Ready to go where the real conversation happens? Hi, I'm Ray Richardson, host of Out of Bounds, the sports show that doesn't play it safe. Every Friday at 6 p.m. on KBLA Talk 1580, my co-host Neil Scarborough and I get you ready for the weekend. We take you beyond the highlight reels and into the stories that matter. The controversial calls, the game-changing plays, the athletes making headlines for all the right reasons and sometimes the wrong ones. From the NFL to the NBA, college ball to the pros, if it's happening in sports, we're breaking it down with no filter and all opinion. Tune in to Out of Bounds with me, Ray Richardson, and my co-host Neil Scarborough, live every Friday at 6 p.m. only on KBLA Talk 1580, because the best conversations happen out of bounds. KBLA Talk 1580, where Los Angeles talks.
Find a righteous rage and don't be afraid to say what you see. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
Look, maybe we will get to America, but you are more important than America. And Saharah Ali is here. SaharahAli.com is where you can find her. If you want a more in-depth reading or some Pilates training, some yoga training, meditation instruction, life coaching, you can go to SaharahAli.com, or you can call Elise, her assistant, and get some time booked on the schedule, 213-628-9783, 213-628-9783. If it was me, I'd get a sound healing. That's what I would do. Get a sound bath, get a sound healing. But we're doing readings as long as y'all keep calling at 800-920-1580, and we'll deal with America if we have time left over. Melanie called. I know this Melanie very well, actually. And we were talking about the future of your housing. I'm so sorry. Every time I think about it, I want to cry, Melanie. I can't even imagine what it's like to have all your stuff burnt, everything you knew gone, just gone. And you're thinking about rebuilding or what you should do next. So you were asking Saharah about housing and your future. Let's continue that conversation, Saharah.
So, Miss Melanie, off the air, I got a deeper look into your energy, and I keep feeling around you that there's a place of nurturing. There's a place of nurturing waiting for you. And so, what I heard is that you would benefit by going to the motherland. Is that you're torn with being here and the dynamics here, but your heart and your spirit is connected to a place of beauty, a place of grace where
and of course she's been to the motherland
identify
many times.
And so it just heard me. The spirit said to me that you need to go to the motherland, and the motherland will give you the fulfillment that you're looking for, because you're having some anxiety about what does the next 10 years of your life look like, and the motherland will bring you the elation, the love, the nurturing that you're looking for, that you're not able to get
Would
here.
you ever consider living there, Melanie?
Yeah.
So go to the motherland, girl. Drop everything and go tomorrow.
I don't know. And I got that feeling when it first happened. We were in the midst of going to Ghana again. Mm. And I wasn't going to go to Ghana. I had been to Ghana. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to do the Nigeria. But something told me, go back to Ghana.
You have success karma there.
And I felt it.
You have success karma there. Yeah.
You felt it when we were there?
Go home, baby.
Ooh, girl.
Go home, honey.
You didn't tell me all that.
You have success karma there, and there's love and everything waiting for you there. your karma here on this side of the globe is done and done. Go let people celebrate you because you're a beautiful spirit and you've helped a lot of people and you're tired of running up the hill. So go lay down, relax, let somebody rub your feet and have some umbrella drinks and dance to some drums.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad I got to redeem myself because I feel like there's this nurturing place for you. So it's the motherland. So, sweetie, go get nurtured. Go get nurtured.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You guys are going to make me cry. Stop that right now. Earl from LA, it's your turn. Hi, Earl. Earl. Greetings. Do you want to look at something? Are you looking? Do you have a question? Is there an area
my birthday is January 23rd, 1952, and I'm thinking about going to check Africa out finally in my life. I've been around here.
To go visit or go live?
To go visit and then possibly transitioning after I make my first visit.
Okay, can you say your first and last name, please?
Earl Moore.
Okay, Earl, do you have 2 kids?
No, ma'am. I don't have any children.
Or do you have 2 people you're taking care of?
Earl, we're losing Earl.
I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
So, Earl, yes.
No, I think we lost him.
He can still hear, though, on the air, right?
Yeah.
So, Earl, in numerology, you're on a 7 cycle. So, this is about a spiritual sabbatical. So, in your spiritual fulfillment, you will be able to decide and close that fork in the road of where you're standing. And I see 2 people. I don't know if you're caretaking, like a mothering, nurturing energy.
He's back.
You're back?
Hello? Yes, ma'am. I'm back.
Okay. So, did you hear what I said?
No, I don't have, like I said, I don't have any children. That hasn't been my calling.
You don't take care of
you
don't take care of
I've been
any
doing
people.
a lot of. Well, basically, the main one I'm taking care of now is me. I'm doing a lot of research on health science and nutrition, and I'm just trying to make sure I make the correct choice every time as far as what I do for myself. But I am helping my family where I can approach them on this level. But I want to get some information on you on travel because I'm thinking about heading over to Ghana.
Yeah, this is the next 3 years of your life. Is your spiritual development. So right now is the initiation where you decide to stand in your truth. And then the next year after that is where you take spirit over matter, where you really understand the power you have as a healer. And then the next year is closure. So you're on the right track. Continue to study, continue to tap into your gifts and your purpose because you are a valuable healer. The dynamic is, though, make sure you take care of yourself and don't just jump into something. Read the fine print behind everything. Whatever herbal dynamics that you study, make sure you get the contraindicators as well as the healing benefits of them.
Now, what's your number? Because I want to come and see you, in person. Because I've been listening to you you and Dominique for years around here. So
you can call Elise. Her number is 213 628
628
97 83
and just leave your name and number on the voicemail and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Saharah's assistant.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
thank you, Mr. Earl.
You can. I'm going to put it up today. If you want to, we're not going to Ghana. We're going to Zambia. But if you want to come with us, the information is at AfricanFocus.org. We're going to go to Byron calling us from Los Angeles. Hi, Byron. You're on with Saharah Ali.
Good morning, ladies. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Happy New Year. Do you have something particular you're trying to figure out, Byron?
Yeah, actually, this is B. Bell, Bad Dog Bullies.
Okay, the famous from our chat room.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Give me your birthday, please.
Byron Bell. Birthday is 1/20/72.
1/20. Okay, so your birthday
Happy
is
almost
coming.
birthday. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Say your first and last name, please.
Byron Bell. Bell.
It looks like you're at a fork in the road, and in that fork, you're reevaluating how you're willing to show up in a lot of places in your life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're renegotiating a lot of things, not only with people, but with yourself. And so you're on the right track of saying no to say yes to yourself. However, you need to clean out the closet, the glove compartment, the trunk of the car, throw some stuff away and lighten the load so that what you're seeking can come to you with grace and ease, because there's blockages around you because sometimes you vacillate. And so you're on the right track of saying no to say yes to yourself, but it's about you letting go of the expectations you have of other people and the judgment you have of them because they can't show up. So this is about self-love. It's about self-preservation. It's about restructuring your foundation and standing firm where you are without having an attitude about people understanding it or not understanding it.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Spot on.
All right, God bless you.
Getting rid of that clutter, that's always a big assignment. Well, Byron Bell, or B Bell as we know him in the chat, in the YouTube chat, is he called us at 800-920-1580. I invite you to do the same. 800-920-1580. We'll continue our conversation with Saharah Ali when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DePrima when we come forward.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
The conversation continues right now with Dominique DePrima on First Things First.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Saharah was showing me Donald Trump's chart, and we were going to try to get to that, but I don't know if we'll have time because we're going to go to Milton from LA. Whoa, that is the wildest thing one of the wildest things I've ever seen. Hi, Milton. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call. It's truly a big surprise. Yes. My name is Milton Staley, like Stanley, no N, Staley. And my birthday is December 10th, 57.
12/10.
57, a fellow Sagittarian.
Oh, you just had a birthday.
Yeah, happy B-Day.
Yay.
Yeah,
happy to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to say real quickly, very important. I recently became blind because of one thing led to another. Approaching about a year and a half ago now. I wasn't born this way. But because one thing led to another. I started out with my prostate. That was finally taken care of. But septic shock is what I had. And that's what put me into this condition. But I'm just trying to deal with my daily stuff and trying to keep a positive attitude.
Okay. Say your first and last name, please.
Milton Staley.
Okay.
S-T-A-L-E-Y.
No, don't. I don't need any of that. I just need the vibration of your name, the frequency of your vibration. What I'm looking at around you, Milton, as much as you feel as though this health journey is a hindrance, this health journey will turn out to be a big gift for you. The dynamic of healing and being able to connect to your other senses will open up a whole new world for you, which then will open up opportunities for you and opportunities for you to help others. You are a natural giver. You had been stagnant in looking for fulfillment. And so part of your body and this dis-ease or disharmony that has happened in the mind and your body is a gift from the universe to allow you to reframe and recalibrate and renegotiate with yourself of how you want to show up. You've been praying for a long time to be of service, and this is part of the journey to open that door for you.
Milton?
Okay.
Yes,
I'm here.
How is that landing for you?
Okay, I'm trying to get there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm working.
Right.
In progress.
So lean into it. The 23rd Psalm: "The Lord is your shepherd; you shall not want." The Lord is your shepherd; you shall not want. And open that space, because I have to give it to you this way. Every soul, we have a sacred contract in coming here on this planet, and in that sacred contract, we have a purpose. We have a task, and your task as a healer and a change agent for those who cannot see or those who have had dis-ease like yours, you will be a very good champion to open the space and have greater education around the healing of this. And so just walk through this process. In the next 3 months, 6 months, things will be very, very different. Please don't be afraid. You will be okay. You will land on your feet, and your soul has chosen this journey to be empowered so that you can empower others. It's a gift. And just 23rd Psalm, keep saying that, and let Spirit just use you. We're in a very dynamic time of spiritual transformation, and it's so important for us to know that we are not alone, and that we are connected to a divine power greater than ourselves. And if we allow ourselves to walk through the valley of the shadow of death and fear no evil, we will know that God is with us. God's rod and God's staff will comfort us, and we all will be delivered to our wholeness and our purpose. But it's important to not be afraid of the journey that's in front of us, and to let go of the struggle that's been behind us.
It seems I can see why he's not there yet. I mean, losing one of your senses has got to be one of the hardest things.
But it heightens other senses.
Yeah, but it seems like something.
And I'm not saying it's
a big, huge adjustment.
I'm not saying it's not easy. It's not easy. But embrace it, and the gift will blossom within you.
I thank you. I thank you for that. That resonates with me. I thank you for that. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, ladies.
Appreciate
Happy
you
New
too.
Year.
Hey, Milton, check back in with us in 3 or 6 months or whatever. Let's want to see how you're doing. Okay.
I will, Queen Dominique. I had the pleasure of meeting you in person, Dominique, and it was a grand pleasure for me. You don't remember me, but
I probably would if I saw you. But it was a grand pleasure for me too, and I look forward to hearing about the miraculous things you're going to do.
Yeah, you're dynamic, brother. Just be strong, okay? The Lord is your shepherd.
Have a beautiful day.
Do not be in want.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ashe to that. Okay, we're going to go to D from Long Beach. We had we tried on Monday, but we had some communication problems. Hi, D.
How are you, Dominique?
I'm blessed. How are you? What are you wanting to look at? When is your birthday? I know I should probably know that, but I don't.
My birthday is February 14th, 1965.
Okay,
and I am torn.
Day, baby. Mm-hmm.
I am torn between black nationalism and multiracial social democracy. And I also want to know what's in store for my love life.
Huge picture and tiny picture.
Well, you're finishing up a 7 cycle, and a 7 cycle brings new partnerships. The dynamic in your partnership is important for you to listen and to be clear about the expectations you have in the relationship. I always teach people, anything we do in life, first of all, we have an intention. And in that intention, we have an expectation. And if that expectation isn't met, we have to be in acceptance. And in that acceptance, then we release. And in that release, we trust whatever our new intention will be. It will be honored and celebrated. And so for you, it looks in relationships, you set these intentions and these expectations, but it never gets around to the level of communication to see if any individual can live up to your intention or expectation. And so what I suggest going forward in relationships is to really think the intention you have on an individual, well, could you live it? The expectation you have on any individual, would you do it? And communication is so important in regards to this, because it's important to have adult relationships and not parent-child relationships. And we were never trained to have adult relationships, and adult relationships allow us to communicate clearly, to be heard, to be seen, and to listen to the other party, to be heard and be seen. You're a good person. You're a nice person in a relationship, but it's important to look at the expectations you have on individuals in relationships. But it's a good time.
And as far as his political orientation between what did you say? Black nationalist conservatism and socialism.
Can I be, if I'm really honest about that, it's just like, where does your vanity want to take you? Because that's a choice. Whatever you believe in and whatever you want to stand for, that's where your vanity will take you. And so you stand where you want to stand. But the whole thing is, and I gotta be honest, and I don't want to use the word, but I am going to use the word. It's like your ego needs a certain thing of power. And ego is an acronym for edging God out. And so whatever you stand for, whatever you believe in, and we see this now in the White House, dude has edged God way out of the equation. We have all edged God out in a certain equation. And it's about understanding it's a collective. And so if you stand for something, and whatever you stand for, be willing to die for it. I'm willing to die for my spirituality and my truth, because it is a truth that is mine, and I live in it, and I know it, and I have a deep relationship with the Most High. I'll die for that. So whatever you believe in, would you die for it? And does it serve you and who you are, and does it serve the collective consciousness?
Thank you. A lot to meditate on there, Dee. Thank you so much for the call. All right. Well, we only got like a minute, so I guess America's out in the cold today. Some of what we talked about off the mic, if we do have wars and disasters and stock market crashes and bank failures and all of these things that we were talking about with the parallels between 1893 and 2026. How do we stay focused on what we want? How do we stay courageous? How do we stay plugged into what you just said, the collective consciousness and the greater good?
You tune into the reality of which your spirit is taking you. Like, you wake up, today I'm going to eat broccoli. Like, who told you to eat broccoli? But your spirit says, go eat some broccoli. And so just like your spirit will say, go eat broccoli, your spirit will say, go over here and do this. Run into this person. They'll bring the right people together to do the right thing, to make the changes necessary. But we benefit by being open to trusting the guidance that is innately ours. And we have not been trained to listen to that wisdom that we all carry. And if we just take a moment and go further, like when you get a feeling like go left, then stop and say, well, why am I going left? And you will feel and understand why to go left. And so for us to overcome the transformation that is going on in this planet, first of all, we need to know ourselves. Second of all, we need to connect to the divine wisdom within us. And third of all, we have to trust and know that we are creating this. We are co-creators of our reality. It's time to wake up and be on purpose and have more compassion for each other and hold the space for what's true and what's right, and be willing to be on the front line with an open heart.
Whew, okay. If you want a reading, call Elise, 213-628-9783. Yoga House, January 31st, 5:45. There is a sound bath. We got to go. Tavis Smiley is up next, the best of Tavis Smiley. Saharah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dominique. Thank you, KBLA family. Thank you, everyone, being vulnerable on the mic with me. God bless all of you guys. Remember, be on purpose and honor the wholeness within you.
Until next time, one love.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. House Speaker Mike Johnson is urging calm after a deadly ICE shooting in Minneapolis.
We call upon all the citizens of Minneapolis to be calm. We don't want anyone to be hurt. We need law enforcement